In this lesson, we talk about units of area and area of a rectangle. Consider a square like this, with each side of the square being 1 centimeter. The area inside this square is called 1 square centimeter. So the area inside that is 1 square centimeter. We write it like this and we read it as 1 square centimeter, not centimeter square, which many people do wrongly. You got to read it as square centimeter. This is read as square centimeter. Now we have something which can be used to measure of area of any given shape. So depending on how many of this you can fit inside the shape, that will be the area of that shape. Let's look at this rectangle. How many of these squares you can fit inside that? I'm sure your answer will be 8. As you can see, we have 8 of them. So the area of this rectangle is 8 square centimeters. 8 square centimeters. And now, if we count the length of that, if we measure the length of that, that is the length. How many centimeter is the length? Because each side is 1 centimeter, so the length is 4 centimeter. And how much is the width of that? And because each of this is 1 centimeter, so the width is 1 and 2. If I times 4 by 2, also I get 8. So that means to find the area of a rectangle, measure its length, measure its width, and times them together. That will give you the area, which means how many squares you can fit inside. So area is equal to length, L for length, times by width. Again, as you can see, we drop the times sign. Automatically, whenever you have LW, it means there is a times in between. Let's look at a more complicated shape. We want to see what is the area of this shape. So obviously we need to count the number of squares that are fitting inside that. I have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the whole squares that we have. So this is 1 whole square, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we look at the parts of a square. This and this, each of them are half of a square. So together these two, this bit and this bit, make up 1 full square. And this is part of a square, a bit more than half, and this is part of a square, a bit less than half. And if I cut this here and put here, we'll be covering the missing part of this, and this will turn into a full square. So that means these two together, between them, make also 1 full square. So all together, we are going to have 7 full plus these 2 halves, which make 1, 8, and these 2, which make another one, 9. So the area of this shape is 9 square centimeters. Similarly, if you have a bigger square where each side is, rather than being 1 centimeter, is 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer here and 1 kilometer here, it's going to be a huge rectangle, a huge, square, and its area will be 1 square kilometer. If you had 1 meter here and 1 meter here, that will be again a bigger square, and area inside that will be 1 square meter. So 1 square meter is the area of this when each side is 1 meter and 1 meter on the side. That's all for this lesson. Thank you very much for your attention.